In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this basic crochet hat with the ear flaps. And this one will be size 12 to 18 months. And in addition to your yarn, you will also need a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. For round 1, we'll begin with a magic circle. So take the yarn, wrap it around your fingers, bring up a loop, chain 1 to secure your yarn, and now we're going to do 8 single crochet into that magic circle. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now making sure that the stitches didn't get twisted, we'll grab that little tail, give it a pull, and that will close up the hole. And now you can place your stitch marker, and at this point you should have 8 stitches. For round 2, we're going to do 1 increase in each stitch. So for the increase, you'll go into your stitch, do 1 single crochet, back into the same stitch for another single crochet. That is your increase. And so now you'll continue to increase in each stitch all the way around. And once you come to the end of this round, you should have a total of 16 stitches. For round 3, we'll do a repeating sequence of 1 single crochet followed by 1 increase. And you'll continue to repeat 1 single crochet and 1 increase. And at the end of this round, you should end up with 24 stitches. For round 4, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And when you come to the end of this round, you should still have 24 stitches. For round 5, we'll do a repeating sequence of 1 single crochet followed by 1 increase. And you'll continue to repeat 1 single crochet and 1 increase. And at the end of this round, you should have 36 stitches. For round 6, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And at the end of this round, you should still have 36 stitches. For round 7, we'll do a repeating sequence of 2 single crochet followed by 1 increase. And you'll continue to repeat 2 single crochet and 1 increase. And at the end of this round, you should end up with 48 stitches. For round 8, we'll do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And at the end of this round, you should still have 48 stitches. For round 9, we'll do a repeating sequence of 3 single crochet followed by 1 increase. And you'll continue to repeat 3 single crochet and 1 increase. And at the end of this round, you should have 60 stitches. For round 10, our repeating sequence will be 11 single crochet followed by 1 increase. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 1 increase. And you'll continue to repeat 11 single crochet and 1 increase. And at the end of this round, you should have a total of 65 stitches. For rounds 11 through 26, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And when you come to the end of round 26, you should still have 65 stitches. Once you have finished round 26, you can remove your stitch marker and we will begin our first ear flap. So we're going to chain 1 and row 1 of the ear flap. You're going to do 14 single crochet. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And now we're going to chain 1 and turn your work. For rounds 2 through 5, we're going to do a 14 single crochet. So go into that very first stitch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And at the end of each row, you're going to chain 1 and turn. For row 6, we'll begin with a decrease. So go into the stitch, bring up the loop, go to the next stitch, bring up a loop, grab your yarn, and pull through all 3 loops. And that is your decrease. Now we're going to do 10 single crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1 decrease. And now chain 1 and turn. For row 7, we'll start with 1 decrease. Then you'll do 8 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 decrease, chain 1, and turn. For row 8, we'll begin with 1 decrease, followed by 6 single crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 decrease, and chain 1 and turn. For row 9, we're going to start with 1 decrease, followed by 4 single crochet. There's a 1, a 2, 3, 4, and then 1 decrease, and then chain 1 and turn. For row 10, we'll do 1 decrease, followed by 2 single crochet, a 1, a 2, and then 1 decrease, and chain 1 and turn. For row 11, we're going to do 2 decreases. So there's 1 and a 2, and that brings us to the end of the first ear flap. And so now you'll just tie off, cut your yarn, and then take a moment to weave in that end and your beginning tail. For the second ear flap, you're going to start counting at the next stitch, and you're going to skip 23 stitches. So starting here, 1, all the way to 23, and then the next stitch is where you will attach your yarn. So we'll just attach the yarn. Now we're going to chain 1. And for row 1 of the second ear flap, we're going to do 14 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And now you'll chain 1 and turn your work. For rows 2 through 5, we're going to do 14 single crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And at the end of each row, you're going to chain 1 and turn. For round 6, we'll begin with 1 decrease, followed by 10 single crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1 decrease, chain 1, and turn. For row 7, we'll start with a decrease, followed by 8 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 decrease and chain 1. Turn your work. For row 8, we'll do 1 decrease, followed by 6 single crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 decrease and chain 1 and turn. For row 9, start with the decrease, and then we'll do 4 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 decrease and chain 1 and turn. For row 10, do 1 decrease, followed by 2 single crochet, and then 1 decrease. And then, of course, we'll chain 1 and turn. For row 11, we're going to do 2 decreases. So there's 1 and 2. If you're going to use the same color for your border, you will not need to do anything. But if you're going to change colors for the border, now you will need to go ahead and tie off, which is what I'm going to do, and cut your yarn. And then make sure you weave in those tails before moving on. For the border, if you're changing colors, you will go to the edge of one of the ear flaps and attach your yarn. And then for the border, along the side of the ear flap, you're just going to go into the stitches that are at the end of each row and do 1 single crochet, working down the side of the ear flap. So just 1 single crochet in a stitch at the end of each of these rows. And a couple more here. And then once you've reached where the ear flap and the rest of the hat meets, you'll work along the edge of the hat and do 1 single crochet in each stitch. And you'll just keep doing that until you reach the next ear flap. One single crochet. All the way across the edge. And then once you come to the other ear flap, you'll do one single crochet in each stitch that's at the end of each row, working your way back up along the side of the ear flap. So one single crochet in the stitch at the end of each of these rows. And then once you reach that top edge, you'll do one single crochet in those stitches. And then continue to do the same thing down this side, along here, and back up the other side of the ear flap. And here I've worked my way all the way around. Now I'm going to do one single crochet in that stitch where I attached my yarn, and then do a slip stitch into the next stitch and tie off. Cut the yarn, and then go ahead and weave in those ends. For the ties that attach to the ear flaps, you will need to cut 6 strips of yarn at about 23 inches long, and you can do them all in one color, or you can do like I did, and I did 4 of the orange and 2 of the white, and break it up into 2 groups of 3 strands. So I did 2 orange and 1 white for each group. And then I'll just take the crochet hook and poke it through the center edge of that ear flap. Take 3 of the strands and pull one end through. And then you want to make sure that they're even. And then we're going to break those up into 3 groups of 2. And now you'll just do a basic simple braid, working all the way down to the end of these yarn pieces. And so you'll just go all the way to the very end. And then once we reach the end, we will tie a knot to hold it all together. All right. So then once you've reached the end, you just do a basic knot. And if you've already put one strap on, it's good to go ahead and line those up so you can make sure you're getting your second one in the same spot as the first one, so that way they're even. And then you can just line those up and snip off any excess yarn, or enough to just make them the same length. And there we go. This hat is now finished and ready to wear.